bienvenidos a la presentación.
That means good evening and welcome to the presentation.
We are very proud that you have taken the first step by being with us tonight.
Sí.
That means yes.
Let me ask ustedes
That means
a
y'all.
question. Are there days when you feel sad,
Lonely.
bored?
Depressed.
Are you still trying to shed those last 10
or 20.
or 50 pounds?
Do you feel like there's another you?
A real you.
An authentic you, trapped inside.
Just waiting to cross the border.
To freedom.
Success.
Self-actualization.
Are you looking for natural male enhancement?
Are you looking for a natural enhanced male?
Who isn't?
Do you want to feel more like a woman?
Who doesn't?
Have you tried everything?
Diet.
Exercise.
Self-help books.
Motivational seminars.
Alternative religions.
Non-alternative religions.
Have you read every book that's ever been featured on Oprah and
nothing's worked?
Well,
Tenemos buenas noticias.
that means we have good news.
My name is Belisa Maria de Los Ángeles, Carmen Miranda, Chiquita Banana Borinquil, and this is my partner, Rodolfo Guillermo Guadalupe Tecala von San Jacinto Castro Guevara. Kichi Kichi ya ya da da.
Aslan. And we represent el Instituto Cultural de Representación Auténtica Latinoamericana.
No translation. And after years of research by the finest developers in Latino dance, music, visual arts, theater, and of course,
experimental performance art, estamos muy orgullosos.
That means we are very proud
to present to you
the latest advancement in Latino technology.
From the makers of Borinquil
And Maximex comes
Latinol! Distilled pan-Latino autenticidad in 24 easy-to-swallow gel caps available over the counter and under the fence.
Guaranteed
to make you feel
completamente 100% Latino.
Possible side effects may include
headache,
nausea,
heartburn,
indigestion,
assumption,
insults,
panicking,
scapegoating,
racial profiling,
unfair work practices,
deportation,
and dry mouth.
Latinol has been approved by the Food and Drug Administration,
the National Council of la Raza,
and the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
Latinol has been sold around the world to people looking for that sense of passion, sensuality, and joie de vivre that you just can't get in places like Sweden.
Don't have the time or money for a trip to Acapulco?
Still aren't sure if it's really okay to visit Havana.
Well, just one Latinol a day will leave you feeling like you're having a clandestine affair
With a sexy poolside bartender.
while a Gypsy King song plays in the background.
But don't take our word for it. Let's talk to some of our valuable customers. We have got Maureen on the line from Akron, Ohio.
Hi, Maureen. Oh, hi. Oh, my God. Am I in a performance piece?
Yes, you are.
Oh, hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I
Oh,
didn't know why.
Maureen, why don't you tell us about your experience with Latinol?
Well, I've been taking Latinol for about 6 months now, and I just really love the feeling of passion and vitality that I get from it. My husband's a big fan, too. He loves it when I dance around the house in that red dress. He calls me his spicy little senorita.
That's so romantic.
And you know, it's made me really understand the Latino experience so much that I'm changing my mind on illegal immigration. I just think that lady in Arizona is being too gosh darn mean.
See? Latinol. Changing lives. Thank you, Maureen.
Thank you. Keep making your men happy. Let's take another call.
We've got Bob from Fort Lee, New Jersey. Fort Lee, that's our audience, Belisa. That's the heartland.
Hey, this is Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Yeah, so my doctor told me I couldn't eat Mexican food anymore because of my heart condition.
Oh.
And so he recommended Latinol.
Oh, we like your doctor, Bob.
Yeah, it's been great. I get that really satisfied feeling inside that I used to get from eating all those refried beans and cheese enchiladas. And I've lost 15 pounds already.
That is impressive.
And you know, my mouth has been kind of dry lately.
Oh.
And people keep trying to hire me to mow their lawn.
Let's take another caller. How about Annie from Berkeley, California?
Hi, Annie.
Hi, I just wanted to say that I find this really offensive. I mean, you're not even Mexican.
No, I'm Puerto Rican.
No, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to him. You're not Mexican, you're white.
I'm Mexican-American.
Prove it? You don't have an accent, and I worked with many Mexicans during my last performance with Avant-Garde Performers United for the Rights of People of Color, Queers, the Working Class, People with Disabilities, and the Differently Vegan, Universal Space Co-op, and you don't look like
let's take another caller. How about Miriam from Philadelphia, PA?
You know, I was just thinking, he doesn't look Mexican. He looks Jewish. My cousin Franny's daughter-in-law's cousin's ex-boyfriend, who I always see at synagogue.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that. My mother believes our family were Jews who came over from Spain during the Inquisition, practicing in secret.
See, you're not Mexican. You're Jewish.
No, I am Mexican-American with some You know what? Let's take another caller. How about Panagia? I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that name.
You are not a Mexican, you are a Greek. You come to my family reunion, you fit right in.
No, I am Mexican-American, I promise.
Oh, we don't have time for more calls. Let's go to commercials. Rudy.
Yes?
We have to talk.
About what?
Where were you born?
Austin, Texas.
And your father?
Austin, Texas.
What about your mother?
Del Rio, Texas.
And your grandparents?
They were all born in Texas.
Your great-grandparents?
3 in Texas, 4 in Mexico.
And the 8th?
Ireland. Well, I mean, listen, my family's been in Texas since it was New Spain. There's bound to be some intermingling.
Okay, Rudy, we are trying to sell authenticity here. But I guess 1/8 is not that bad.
Good.
If you can prove out in other ways.
Okay.
So, you're obviously not an immigrant. Were you at least raised working class?
More middle class. My parents were both working class, though.
And your friends growing up, they were?
A blend of many, mostly white.
How many aunts and uncles do you have?
Too many to count.
At least one right. On a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest, how macho would you say you are?
Macho? Can I use negative numbers?
So you're gay.
Yes.
Are you a top or a bottom?
How is that any of
Just
your business?
answer the question.
Top, mostly. Shut up! I am a top! Bitch in the streets, butch in the sheets. I'm not the only one, okay?
Okay. Do you speak Spanish?
See?
Completamente bilingüe?
Pues, puedo conversar.
Rudy, I'm sorry. We have to let you go.
No! No, you don't understand! I was a Latino poster child! I've even got the poster to prove it!
La raza. Literally, the race. A term that has been adopted most particularly in the United States by Chicanos. Often used to describe those with a predominantly Native American or mestizo heritage. Although the term is also used to describe all Latinos or even all Spanish-speaking people.
What I tell you, poster child. Bilingual education because their future deserves it. My future. The only thing I remember about this photo shoot was the balloons. They were the most colorful balloons I'd ever seen in my life. But I was about 3 years old at the time, so I didn't get out much. But this is where it all began. This is where I got the mission that was gonna take the rest of my life.
Agente Especial Ramirez.
Yes?
This mission is of vital importance for the future of La Raza.
What's la raza?
La Raza is Latino people.
What's Latino?
Latino is what you are, what your parents are, and what all Mexicans, Cubans, Puerto Ricans, and other Latin Americans born and raised in the United States are. And you want to help them, right?
Yes.
Good.
And I wanted My Little Pony.
Yes. Your mother, your mission is to infiltrate the world of white privilege and learn the ways of their people. You have shown aptitude in speaking, reading, and writing the English language.
I know what infiltrate means.
Yes. Your mother has been clearing the way for you by civil rights work and political activism.
I can count to 20 in Spanish. Uno,
Yes.
dos,
You will learn the techniques of infiltration by the finest infiltrators of the last century.
My Little Pony?
No! Amelia Blythe, your grandmother.
Güero, or güera, a person of Latin American descent who exhibits physical traits usually associated with people of European descent, such as fair skin, green or blue eyes, blonde or red hair, etc., often used as a nickname for the member of a family, neighborhood, or other community who exhibits the most pronounced European traits. May or may not have a pejorative connotation, rarely if ever a positive one, despite or perhaps because of the favoring of these traits in society as a whole.
My grandmother. She was the first infiltrator in our family. But I didn't find this out until like a couple years ago. She didn't just have it down to a science. For her, it was a kind of magic.
Regresamos una vez a Cochino Woods para las aventuras de Harry Alfarero.
¡Wow! Estoy finalmente aquí en Cochino Woods, la única escuela de mágica aquí en Texas. Estoy súper emocionado. Ayer era un huérfano que vivía debajo de las escaleras, pero hoy me voy a estudiar magia y brujería. Aprenderé transfiguraciones y pociones y defensa contra la magia negra.
Válgame, tú siempre hablas tanta mierda.
Perdóname, es que estoy tan emocionada de estar aquí en Cochino Woods. Aprenderé volar en escoba y jugar Quidditch y otras cosas como así.
Mijito, no. Tú aquí no vas a aprender nada de eso. Eso es para los de Gringodor.
¿Gringodor?
Válgame Dios, tú no sabes nada. Mira, nene, aquí, en Cochino Woods, hay dos escuelas o casas. Aquella, esa es Gringodor. Allá es donde aprenden a hacer pociones y todas esas cosas. Y aquí, esto es Speakaring.
¿Y qué aprenden aquí en Speakarin?
Pues inglés.
Oh, but I speak English already with a British accent.
Well, then if I were you, I would go on speaking it. Maybe the sorting hand will pass you over.
What's the sorting hand? Ow!
At the beginning of each year, the principal, Mr. Fumblesnore, gathers all the kids, and he takes us to Gringodor, so we can see how clean and beautiful it is, and how their books are so new. It sucks bien cabrón.
Lo siento.
Hey, ¿qué te dije? What did I tell you? Speak English.
Sorry. My name is Harry Alfarero.
Hi, I'm Hermionita.
Mucho gusto, Hermionita. Sorry. Pleasure to meet you, Hermionita. So, how does the sorting hand work, and why do I have to speak English?
Well, Mr. Fumblesnore says that the sorting hand has the magic to tell who should go to Gringodor and who should go to Speakaring. He goes around and he touches you with his hand. Those who go to Gringodor learn to make potions. Here we learn how to make fast food. There they learn how to fly on brooms. And here we learn how to sweep with them.
Do any of us ever make it to Gringodor?
She did.
Who's she?
Amelia Blythe. Except for the first days of school when she is Amelia Blythe. Her father comes from a faraway land across the sea, where it is always yesterday. It's called Ireland. He came here and married her mother, who is very güera herself. Together, they cast a spell on Amelia that keeps the sorting hand from sending her to Speakaring, at least for the first 3 days.
What happens after 3 days?
No one knows. She won't tell. Maybe you should ask her.